And if that got cut off,
Yo!
And if you wanted more of that, just for the hell of it,
Yo!
And
Shoot.
we spilled the water. At least the cameras are elevated.
Yeah,
I'll take that for later.
Quality control. Oh, we got some stuff going on with the cameras. We'll be back home on 3, 2, 1.
Yo!
Welcome to VibeCheck.
Guys, we're back with episode 24.
Wow, that's epic.
Please tell me if that's right. And selfless serving is topic of the day because my guy, fellow creator, colleague, magic boy, aka David Bonfadini.
They all know who he is.
Bonfadu.
Doesn't matter.
They all know him already, so why you got an intro?
Our guest today, we are, I think this is the first time we're actually having a curator on VibeCheck.
This is facts. This is true.
Wow.
Congratulations to you, but also
Thank you. I'm
congratulations
first.
to
If
us.
this was my own apartment, I would have spit up my water and be like, well, I'll be damned. Because there's water already on the ground and paper towel would soak it up. Anyways, speaking of selfless serving, David and I have been rocking the studio, making a lot of jail videos, which one of yours had got, what, over 100 million on Facebook?
Yeah, close. 80.
Nah, whatever, 100 million.
Yeah, whatever.
40 million. So anyways, no.
Yeah.
But we've been rocking that, and even giving time. Like Dave, we paid forward, money here and there. We sometimes go over time, but what's crazy, when I want to say right off the back, is I told Magic Boy over here, because we've been making some bangers, especially this work video we did. Oh man, we got a
Pretty fire.
big one coming up for you guys.
The dog, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah. And this guy killed.
At least 200,000.
One line I'll give.
200
Kurt, my office now.
200,000 million views that video, I'm telling you that.
Oh, and then there was one, I'll say this, there was one shot in that video after he goes, Kurt, my office now. Here, I overdubbed the Disney, ooh, and Kurt looks up, shut up. And then, in his record scratch, and he walks
Is that the video
off.
you were talking about?
Yeah.
it's gonna be
And then he
it's
walks
gonna be
off just like, it's silent. But anyways, here, I told David, when this video hits 10 million, every 10 million, Venmo requests me out $100, no question. He goes, you know what, Nagy? Don't pay me. There are, and he mentioned other creators that I work with. And he went in depth, explained like where he's coming from, respectfully. I want that money going to them instead. When it's 10 million, give it to them. Don't even say it's from me. And not only did that represent giving, but giving with the left and not letting your right know about it. David, welcome to VibeCheck. We appreciate you on the podcast.
Thank you.
Best of the
VibeCheck. Okay,
Let's
there
go.
we go. I like that. That's my
I came out of the stutter saying that. I'm so tired.
That's awesome.
But,
speaking of time, though, I feel like that's the most
That's the most
valuable
Value. Time.
thing you could possibly give, because everything else is tangible. But like time, you never give back. You never give it back, ever.
Yeah, it's one thing. Time, you need to keep to yourself. I mean, it is our most valuable asset. But also, be sure to know who you are sharing it with. Make sure that they are providing value in your life somehow, some way. Make sure that they are making you feel good always, and make sure that they are not, what I call back doors. People make you feel good, but then they put down other people. Really know who you're spending your time with, because that's what's important.
Know the quality of their heart.
Let me ask you this, David. Selfless serving. What
Yes.
does that mean to you? Your actions speak it, but if you had to put that into words, what would that look like?
Giving without wanting to receive.
Without expectations?
No expectations whatsoever. I would say selfless giving is giving even when you probably don't have much yourself, but you're like, all right, I have $20 until the end of the week. Or this person looks like they don't have anything. Let me just give it to them, because you instantly get. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, they say that like if you have $10 to your name and you can't give away $1, there's no way that you're gonna have a million and give away 1,000. Or
I never heard that.
I knew you would love that.
Oh, I love that.
I knew you would love that.
But
When did you start saying that?
It's so true. I learned it at church a couple years back, but it hit me really hard because I was like trying to save money in college and I was technically like thinking back now, it's like kind of stingy because I'm like, okay, I only have like a couple grand in my name. Like I can't be doing this or like helping people or donating to philanthropies here and there. It's like if I'm not doing it now, there's no way that I'm possibly going to be able to do that when I'm like wealthy in the future as well. So it really just has that translation of like where your heart is. You got to do your hard work, which is heart work, essentially.
Yes.
And that's like the biggest growth that you can have. So between those two things, and it correlates from now to your future. So if you're not doing it now, there's no way you're gonna do it then.
So let me ask you this then.
Gotta grow.
You already know what it means to be selfless, obviously, but
Yes.
serving, Robbie Boy, and Magic, feel free to chime in on it. What does the serving aspect mean to you?
Serving in general, like that keyword.
Or
Yep,
selfless
selflessly.
serving.
Oh, well, I think serving would be selfless. I don't. Regardless, yeah.
Yeah, I think Magic touched on it a little bit. It's obviously giving, giving without expectation, but not even needing like recognition for that. Some people don't even need to know like where that's coming from. Like if you notice, like the biggest donations to whether it be churches or whether it be philanthropies, it's usually like anonymous. But sometimes, obviously, out of respect, they'll still like label something like a building after somebody just because they donate.
Where
so
does the
much
serving come from? Why? Why? Like where? What motivates it with you guys?
money. You know the answer to that. Come on now.
Well, for me, serving comes from others. Others that may not have the ability to serve. So I feel that me personally, I need to serve 3 to 4 times because I'm blessed I'm just blessed with decisions that I made about doing what we're doing as creators.
Right.
To be able to, the one thing I get the most from being a creator, the one thing, do you know what it is?
Oh, those free tacos we get at the YouTube parties.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And the ability of free time. The ability
Wait,
for you.
is that mine?
Yeah, no, that's mine. I think this one.
Yeah.
This mine? Yeah.
Yep.
What happened?
It's
all
just gotta do this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Technical
guys.
difficulties.
I could not help but realize
Okay.
it's TikTok
So-
live. We said we wouldn't address it, but I was just like,
I got you.
Oh, thank you. So it's the ability.
I didn't want your viewers to miss the value you're providing.
No problem.
I thought it was worth the
What was I
interruption.
saying there?
You're talking about something about like giving and I don't know. Like, no, as a creator, what provides
Free
the
time.
most
Free time.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's what it provides. It provides free time. What we
Yeah.
do, like, how many times do you go back home in a year?
3 or 4.
I would say closer to 4. Yeah.
Okay, that is at
Quarterly.
least 1 a quarter. That's not normal for people who have a retail job, a 9 to 5. Think about if you had a retail job,
You wouldn't have the flexibility to do
you
that.
probably or the
Oh,
money.
yeah.
Or the finances.
Yeah, or the finances. And so that's the biggest thing that we do is so because of that, I have taken it upon myself to realize that serving is not just giving money. Serving is giving your time, giving an ear, giving a voice, giving a shoulder to cry on, giving of yourself, giving of your emotions, giving of anything that's giving of you. That is what serving is. It is giving. It is definitely giving, but the problem is people do serve with
I think that's
the wrong intentions.
I think it's a key takeaway here is that giving is not strictly just money. It's just like the main thing that people think about, and they're like, oh, you got to give. You got to give to volunteering this or that or the other. Maybe like itemizing things, but like time is like the simplest form of being able to give. It's free, literally. Like it doesn't cost time. Like some people will charge for that, but like if you give that selflessly, there's literally no better gift than that. Because like you're saying, you give an ear, or like when I think of like what I do, like give financially, it's not as nearly as big as like the time and the like ear that I offer to friends and just like being able to listen. Because I feel like that's really showing that you truly care. Because if you took your year breakdown or your daily breakdown, you're like, okay, this is what I spend my time doing.
Right.
It shows your true values. And if you break that down, like, not to be cocky or anything, but I spend a lot of time, like, just there for my friends, like, trying to help them through things and that kind of sense. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
I gotta chime in on that really quick. So I'll say briefly because then I want to make 2 honorable mentions. Speaking of giving time, it's ironic because obviously like my time management, right?
Yeah,
a lot of takes.
It's the best that I know.
5 away. No, but the thing is that Kurt and you, Rachel, everyone lately who's been giving me so much of their time, dude, it's almost been making me want to cry. I literally, I'm like, oh my, cause like, and it's like, we're coming, it's like, love you, Nagy. It's like, that was a great one. And like, even Jalen texted me, yeah, man, you did good. Like, that was like, you did a good job there.
Yeah.
It's like, it really feels like this group is being formed and surrounded with like people that want everyone to win, and it's been an exciting time. But speaking of serving, moving on back to that and the two honorable mentions, Mickey Boy, and Brittany, and I want to make honorable mentions to them because this is kind of lingered in my head. Mickey Boy said that a friend of ours that serving is being a leader, and he saw that blossom in Brittany, which is one of her strengths. And I think it's crazy that giving what you like, it's like you're giving away, and you're becoming in a way like a servant to people, pleasing them, not expecting to receive, and sometimes unfortunately not receiving. Unfortunately, obviously you want like it'd be nice to have things mutual. On Christmas, if you give your family gifts, it'd be nice to get some gifts for you, realistically. Yeah. But at the end of the day, not to have that expectation would be your best bet. But in doing so, you're providing leadership and taking charge. And we said, and I wanted one of you guys to say it, because Robbie was like, I'm like, well, where's that serving come from? And Robbie was like, you already know. JC, man. Christ has been so, I feel lately, he's been making me feel so pure that I swear this morning, I'm not even kidding. I was so happy with what we killed in the studio, and I felt so blessed. I was like, I probably should go to bed, but I'm like, no, I just need one more lift, and I hit my goal of my lifts this week. I don't want to fail. Before I go to bed. And so I prayed to God for strength, and not only did I was just going to do chest because it was enough. I banged out this whole lift, and then here right at the gym, I'm driving by. I have so much energy. I'm not even on Adderall at this point.
Wow.
no 5 hour, and I'm just like
prescription.
Yeah, right.
That stuff puts me to sleep.
And then here,
it really does. Every time.
This almost had tears in my eyes. I swear. This might sound like a sissy. I'm not just saying this to sound like a good guy. I promise, and I promise you guys as well. This guy was just selling flowers. He's like, oh, and he looked so innocent and so nice, man. And I'm like, man, he's trying to make a living, and just like, oh, this man, like, I don't even want the flowers. I wish I wanted just to hand him money. I was like, I don't need it. Like it's in my counter. I had like a 10 or 20, and I was just like, I felt God has been so good that not giving, I've been feeling guilt and remorse. And when I give, it's like this weight off my shoulders, like, okay, whew, like I came clean. Yeah. It's been that relieving.
So I'm glad you said that. So
great. Thank you guys for watching VibeCheck. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, David.
You will know in your life that when you feel like that, that's because the universe is giving so much to you, and you need to give more.
You feel overabundant.
Yeah, it's overabundancy. That's really what it is. So you have to give that balance. So it's like, if giving right now is like, and that's where I'm at right now. Right. It's like, I have a very unique system of how I've created my finances, and they say to tithe. You don't need to tithe straight to your church. There's many ways that you can tithe. I choose to tithe to people in real situations for multiple reasons, because that ripple effect that it creates with selfless
a domino effect, you kind of say, like
a domino ripple.
Like you're giving them positivity. It's like they have more positivity and love to give to like others they know.
Yeah, even if they don't have,
say things like this.
Even if they don't have financial means, when they get blessed, they might positively give something with words, with a kind gesture that might affect three people that needed that in such a way that then that might affect 5 people, and then that 5, 7, and it is more and more, and I totally believe with that, and I feel like I'm the stone, I'm the first stone, so I get nothing, I don't care, I love being the stone, because what I do get is I get the satisfaction to see how far the ripples go, and it's like I want a 15 ripple throw.
That's the biggest gift of them all. I feel like to be able to like sit back and watch it all play out in front of your eyes. and it gets wider and wider, and like it just becomes more beautiful scenery to look at.
Very
And when you're,
Christ-like.
like, you see God's work like in full at that perspective, because there's like limited giving, and you're just like now starting to see it. You might not believe it, but it's like, okay, I see one thing, yeah, big deal, whatever. I just gave it, whatever. But you see it like start to make ripples, and that's simply that ripple is a sense of love, and we all know that love comes from the one that gave it to us first. So you see that in the grand scheme of things. It's like looking at a picture, but seeing it in real life for the first time. You see the grand scale of like the beauty that comes from it. So that's some good insight there.
And then, thanks, buddy. And then when it comes back to you in a way of someone that you've touched in your life through throwing the stone, I call that a wave. When that same person that,
Like blesses you too.
yes, or you see that they bless someone because you were that ripple, or you were that stone. So that is the biggest. I think it's bigger not when they bless me. When you see them bless someone else, you're like,
super cool.
that's even why I did it to begin with.
Because that was the seed that was planted.
Exactly.
Like,
And-
you wouldn't imagine how many Quest bars I've been given that I've been therefore paid for.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Quest.
Imagine.
Love you.
Here's an idea for you. This is not to make this go off in depth, but you were like, you said something about a financial advisor, like how you finance your money. I was thinking of a video idea. It'd be funny if, like, I don't know, like in jail, whatever. You're like, yeah, like this is how I finance my money, and then it just cuts to like a pile of cash just on flames, and then like, it cuts to then you and I just like looking at it from afar, and you're like, yeah, I need a new financial advisor, and then just cuts.
Dude, done. Because I actually have a stack of cash that can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And do you like that? It's like that short. Like,
Dude,
that's
that's
all it needs to
great.
do you fuck with that?
Hey bro, that's probably 1,600 million views.
Yo,
video
yeah,
because
that's
it's
it.
so quick.
1,600.
And then
I love these
another-
numbers you throw out, and I'm like,
Because-
wait, none of them make sense.
Because,
It's happened 3 times.
no, that's
already.
him. Because he always goes, oh my gosh, this video, the one I'm working on right now, biggest video
I'll go like 10, 20 mil, but
70 mil.
his numbers are like, he goes
No,
so
he
high.
always says 20
They don't
mil.
exist.
No, they don't.
He's saying
They
things
don't.
like
1,600
3,000 million. I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, what? It's not a thing, bro.
Oh, yeah, no, David, I think it's...
That's my Shane Nagy.
I'll figure it out. No, but get this, Dave.
Yeah.
And here, this other idea, the kind of same thing. I just thought it'd be funny if, like, probably with Kels. Sorry, I'm gonna wrap this up, but I'm sorry, I had to get this out of my system because I'm like so tired. This is actually waking me up, making me feel good. But I thought it'd be funny if Kels, it's like I'm just like walking out Chipotle and I see her, I'm like, oh, and I hold the door open, and it's like 30 feet away, and she looks up, and instead of having an awkward comedic skit, it's actually gonna be like a not seducing, but like a romantic kind of like me just holding it open, and she's like looking over, kind of like, okay, he's like messing around, and it's like we're really aware. It's like we're not awkward, and then she walks by me, and I'm like, and then she walks in, and she goes, he's cute, like overdub, and I'm like, what? No tip? And then that's it. And it's cut.
Which this reminds me of Valentine's Day is coming up.
And it's an overdub. Like I don't say what I just put my hand up like this.
In a couple months.
Like after the checking out, I just put my hand up like this, and an overdub. It's like a little close at me going. It just goes, what? No tip? She's like, he's cute, and just what? No tip? Breaks.
Boom.
That's it.
Beautiful.
Anyways, back on topic, guys.
250 million.
See,
views
Kelsey
on
needs
video.
to watch
Yeah.
this podcast.
She does.
Yeah, exactly.
No tip.
I've been so tired, but it's been people like him who've been so giving lately of their time that I've been feeling so blessed that it's been helping me power through my film shoots and get shit done. It's also crazy that like, cause I can be about to like go in the studio. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be here 6 hours straight, and like that's after like editing for 3 hours. It's like you're looking like a 10-hour workday. I gotta schedule YouTube posts. Like shit adds up. You already know. I know how busy this guy is. So. And you, but in other ways. The Cucko inquiries, this guy's gonna go, hold on. He's like, okay, I'll write your deal. Okay, more Christmas sets? Yep, no
Sounds
problem.
good
Yeah. But here,
Cutco, best knife company ever.
Absolutely.
do you have Cucko?
Yeah. Actually, no. I did growing up. My parents have it. I need to get a set, actually.
I'll hook you up with friends and family discount.
shit.
There we go.
Well, wait, what was the last thing I was saying? Somebody
Cucko.
you giving. No, right before that. Oh, yeah, busy with time. Yeah, so about to go on a film shoot. I'm like, wow, like, because here, yesterday, I'm like going to go to this film shoot. And I just felt like overwhelmed and stressed. And like, I just felt so behind. I'm like, well, there's like people there that are literally like in it, just support my dream and like, are just like there just for me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, how can I not take this opportunity? I gotta like wake up. Like, of course I'm ready. I'm gonna kill this. Like, if they're already in the zone for me, how am I not in the zone for myself? But it's been people like that has been inspiring me, empowering me, powering to get through, because ultimately I've been trying to like rush content before I leave the 21st, because when I go back to Ohio this time, like I want to like sit down with my parents and like actually talk with them and like have like good intellectual conversation, not like rush and go to work and like film more. I want to have it already set so I can like now have no distraction, and that's why God's putting you in my place at the right time, bro. We honestly been killing this shit, man.
I feel like time is definitely the most valuable asset that you can give, but I feel like to go to the next step even further is to know that individual so well that you are wanting to give to know their what they call love language, and to really tap into what that looks like for them. So
I had a conversation earlier.
Oh, it looks like you guys had like a moment.
Well, yes, because I literally had a
yeah,
conversation.
so your love
about
languages
that.
are going to be physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation, gifts, and acts of service. And so really knowing how that person receives love best, you could spend all day with them, and that might not be as valuable as if you did get them a card or get them a gift or washed their car for them without them even knowing about it. Just things like that. So really tapping into how that person perceives love in general can be a huge difference in like how they perceive what you want to give and how you give that. So just tap into that.
And that's because you are putting yourself second. When you're able to tap into someone else's perception of what he's saying, it's you're that's again self. There, right there is the best example to bring it back of selfless serving.
You're mine.
Because it doesn't have to be about about you first,
right?
Them.
Especially as you're feeling like overabundant in one area, like it sets that aside. Like, okay, I might be like financially abundant or whatever, but like I might be really small on time. But knowing if that person, they don't care if you get them a gift or you hand them some money, they really want to spend quality time with you. To see you that doesn't have that much time, prioritize that for them.
Oh, that's huge. It's more.
It's the freaking soul, man.
It's bigger than 20 grand or 20 million view video. It's bigger than that.
Can you do a Gary Vee?
You do it better than
No,
I
you
do.
do. You do.
No, you do it.
My voice a little shot from yesterday.
I just copy you.
Think about it, for example, like you I think you've mentioned this before. Like with your family, you want to be there and support. He says he's gonna have a son as much as you possibly can, and so
It's like the daughter,
like,
no!
to be, like successful or whatever that looks like. There's so many stories of like dads being like super successful in business, but like suffering maybe some like time loss with their family or friends or whatever that looks like. But they're like in their minds they're like such in this lane of like what success looks like. But at the end of the day, they get to their deathbed and they're saying, "What's the one thing you wish you had had?
Yeah.
More time with my family and friends."
Yes.
So don't let that be the result of your actions.
You know what I'm gonna tell my father? I literally wanted to do this in October. I would have. I didn't insist. Yeah, he went out of town to go to a Bible study group. Believe it or not, I just want to tell my dad, and things are going to my dad. Like we're good. Like I just want to be better to like before I regret it. Because literally, I do want a son. I literally want I want to hold my son in my right hand, and a German Shepherd puppy in my left.
And a daughter.
Huh? And a daughter, yeah. Give me my son and a German Shepherd puppy, and I'd be the happiest man. I got my 2 boys. I really want a German Shepherd puppy. When Arkin got that dog, I was like, he goes, "You want it?" I was like, I do.
But
I can't
I
take
don't
it.
want to take the sacrifice.
I can't take it. But the dog, I don't know. It was cool because when I was playing with them, Arkin was like, "Come here, dog. What do you mean?" Brent's back over to me.
Yeah.
Like, "Get over here, you little bitch."
Dogs right there.
Yeah.
Selfless serving dogs right there.
Yeah. And what was I just saying?
Dogs.
Right
Dad?
before that. Huh? Oh yeah, so my dad. I literally just want to be like Dad, because he knows at least financially it's going well. I want to go, Dad. It's been a hell of a ride, and it's gonna continue to get even better. You should hop on the process. We should fucking kill this shit together. It's not too late. Only son, huh? And it's like the vibe of.
Here's how you gotta approach that. Wouldn't you agree?
Wouldn't you? Right. What is it?
That's just a sales tactic. Wouldn't you
Well,
agree?
wouldn't you agree that
It would just
the
make
process
sense,
would,
right?
yeah. And I would take the tone of it'd be like, the Colonel Tom Parker with Elvis, how he's like, Dad, we could. It's like Elvis, RCA Records. Yeah. Oh man, RCA. And then RCA, you get your mama 2 cars. Oh yeah, whole dozen, man. Oh my. And
I think my mom's calling me, or was. Let me see.
David,
Keep
sit
talking.
down now. But no, I think that, like, it doesn't matter. It's like my dad's like, no, like it's like you're just having a run with my dad when you're in Columbus. You're like, oh, Mr. Nagy, how the top of your son go? My dad looks at you and goes, RCA Records.
Are they still around?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway,
Sorry.
see what matters.
Dude, sit
What
down.
matters is the mom, man.
Hi.
Mom did everything for this guy. I mean, like raised him.
As I was saying, you're mine. No, but I'm cool with if you guys wanna, isn't it live?
25-minute action.
I like it.
Sounds great. Hey,
You
it's
guys
Christmas season, guys. So even
Season of
if you
giving.
don't have
Buy a lot of gifts and give them to people. It feels so good.
wow, even if it has nothing to do with finances, the best thing you can give. Even that's a card.
Quality
So much
time.
time in a card.
Quality
I love
time.
cards. A card.
Think
Oh,
about
God, I still have to give you your.
I mean, just about a card. The time, the
too long.
quality
It's too long.
time that you're taking
Burn that.
to go to the store,
like-
to go to Hallmark, to find the perfect card for them, that time right there, that's time.
So good.
Okay, fine. Gary V. Go ahead.
I can do it. No, you know who I can do? I can do Chris
Okay,
Farley.
man.
There we go.
Like, you need to like fucking own up, okay? My voice is chopping yesterday, but like, you just need to do me, okay?
Okay.
Impersonate me. Value.
Fuck it.
Dude, he'll walk in the studio and he'll be like, yo, all right, Nagy, blueberries, grouch sales, fucking film the shit, NFTs.
Yeah, but the thing is I don't deliver it like him. I'm like, blueberries, garage sales, go, your parents, let's go. See,
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I want to get down, I want to master when he like gets like central and he goes, oh, you motherfuckers. he's like, fuck, and like, this is warning.
Here I am
I don't know.
bleeping myself out.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
like bomb. All right.
Canceled.
Well, I love you guys.
Yeah, guys, see ya.
This isn't our Christmas episode yet, but remember
Yeah,
where
we'll
all
be
the-
rocking that,
Remember where all the giving comes from in the first place.
before the airport, he's flying out the 19th. I fly back to Ohio the 21st. Dude, I'm gonna come to Columbus. When do you fly back to?
19th to the 4th.
Oh, so
Meet us in
you are
Columbus.
New Year's here.
Meet us in Columbus.
By the way,
New Year's,
Christmas
Ohio.
season is every day because
Dude,
it's
I
Christ
put
season,
New Year's
right?
in
Which is
30th
giving.
here to not be in Ohio.
Okay, every day of the year
Why
is
Ohio?
Christmas.
That's where my family is.
I'm like dropping
Anyways.
knowledge bombs.
Well, I might be able to
and
pick you up.
they're like talking like travel accommodations. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
best.
So that being said, I'm taking to the airport next week. We're gonna go live. We'll do like a Christmas live. And other than that, David, thanks for
Thank
being
you for
invited.
having me here on VibeCheck.
This
Oh,
was great
one
talking
last
about
thing, one
Yes.
last thing.
Yes.
Is there anything that we didn't discuss that you feel like an audience or a group of body of people that you could really bring value to and speak to the world? Is there one thing that you're like, I just really feel like this is on my heart to share?
Yes, actually, and it ties in perfectly to selfless
Oh,
giving.
shit.
And that would be inclusivity. Being inclusive of all types of cultures, people, backgrounds, ethnic, it doesn't matter what it is. Be inclusive, because that inclusivity is the smallest gesture, but it has the biggest impact, and that is selfless giving. When you, the best way to break it down for some of you, don't pick the kid that gets picked last in dodgeball last every time. Pick them first.
Oh,
Yeah.
one thing I like to add as
Yes.
well. Speaking on the serving aspect, serving is leadership. Do not feel like it's an ego hit serving and like you're like some sort of wet dog. Serving is through Christ. That's like that when you're able to give and do that for somebody, that's how you know you're at the most peace and like you feel that most love, and that is the ultimate victory. So please never let ego or any situation take you away from a chance to be an exemplary leader for someone that can look at you and take upon what you're doing as inspiration to be a better version of themselves, or at least better than who they were yesterday. Wait, sorry, I don't know.
That's pretty fire.
That was beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Beautifully said.
I just feel like I needed like to be like,
Tie top it off.
And what's your closer?
And
Do you would you do this again or no?
that being said, we have Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins.
Guys. But no, thank you guys. And Magic, why don't you tell me your social handles?
Yes, you can feel free to follow me at The Magic Crasher on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, MySpace.
Okay, I'm just gonna say,
Okay, cool.
he's got over 3.6 million on TikTok, and he was on Malcolm in the Middle, which won an Emmy during his time on the cast back in the day.
Back in the day when I had
this
hair.
guy's an actor, creator,
Yeah.
and he had hair back then, but now he has glasses, so he can see better now. He's got that going for him.
You gotta lose the game.
And honestly, I just want to throw it in there. Fun facts about David, but David, go ahead. All your socials, Magic Crasher.
The Magic Crasher.
But Facebook's a little different. Why don't you go in depth about that?
No, it's actually you can
stand
still
by
find it on The Magic Crasher or David Bonfadini, which is my name.
We gotta read it. That's what I wanted you to say. That's because
There we go.
to tie in the beginning.
David
we need to what
Bonfadini.
Robert speaks and Shane Aggie.
Robbie J. Bobby, baby.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.